The lethality of their power is greater than ever. Their capacity to impose control over the politically awakened masses of the world is at a historical low. In earlier times, it was easier to control 1 million people than physically to kill 1 million people. Today, it is infinitely easier to kill 1 million people than to control 1 million people.
CDC has referred to the FBI the case of a laboratory where 1 of 5 vials of a deadly Venezuelan virus went missing. This is breaking information, and the truth is dangerous as all hell. These containment facilities are using really hot viruses that should be in 4th level containment facilities at the University of Texas labs, and they're in 2nd level containment facilities. This has been documented and on record. And now we have a missing vial of some really bad shit. Ebola, the missing Guantarino virus causes hemorrhagic fever, which involves bleeding under the skin and internal organs or from body orifices like the mouth, eyes, or ears, according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. This is clearly an incident that is very discomforting and embarrassing to the University of Texas Medical Center and their National Biosecurity Lab that they have there, said Dr. William Schaffner, chairman of preventive medicine at Vanderbilt University Medical Center in Nashville, Tennessee. Why he gets into this, I don't know. Interesting, I don't know what to make of this, but it's sort of spooky. That people are stealing viruses that can cause, hemorrhagic fever and bleeding under the skin and internal organs and orifices in the eyes and mouth. It's nice to bleed from every orifice in the body. Now, scientists and biotechnology companies are locked in a debate over the ethics of genetic patents. Joanna Hershey's gut told her the news would be bad when she decided to undergo genetic testing to see if she was high risk for breast cancer. Her grandmother had died of the disease. Her mother and 2 aunts had fought and survived it. When the results came back, her fears were confirmed. But she had a plan, relentless vigilance, until the first possible sign of disease, at which point she says she would opt for a double mastectomy. Listen to this. Even if such radical surgery is not immediately required. I mean, we have some serious problems going on here. For now, the 31-year-old lawyer is participating in screening programs, listen to this crap, for high-risk women at Memorial Sloan Kettering, where she is either has a mammogram or MRI every 6 months. I mean, that is insane. Okay, she's going to get it. Of course she's going to get it. And then she's going to get her mastectomy. Meanwhile, her insurance is being charged up. Everyone's getting paid all these things for this deadly radiation that causes cancer. Unbelievable. The only reason I'm in this program is because I got the genetic testing done. It has been drilled into my head that early detection is the key to surviving. That says a lot, doesn't it? Drilled into her head. Like they drill everything into your head. It's horrible. But these eugenicists, lunatics, are intent on, they're mad scientists. And yes, they want to clone people. They want to do all sorts of other things. A friend had quoted somebody for me to do a report on, and I'm going to try to get that to happen. I just don't have the information right now. But anyhow, yeah, we have this DNA technology that they're taking into the genetic realm to see if we could stop diseases and stop ailments from happening. Really wild stuff. But Big Pharma, of course, is, causing a lot of the ailments and reactions. Like I did a report recently on the psychotropic drugs, how they're causing people to be basically insane and do crazy things like kill people and themselves. These mutations, these genetic improvements they want to patent. Again, they're getting into this whole thing. It's always about money and control. They see nothing wrong in what they're doing. They're trying to improve. I mean, this is what Hitler did, okay? The basic premise of this eugenicist movement has not changed. It went underground, it changed forms, you know, and it's gotten a lot involved with ecology and being green and everything, but they don't care about being green. They just want to depopulate the earth as much as they can, as quickly as they can. That really is their purpose. There are no jobs, so robots will be doing all the low-income work in restaurants and taking away the jobs from the few jobs that they have. Well, maybe you can be better served having a car that drives for you, or you like to shake hands. So what do they need to do to implement all of the machines? They need to reduce the population significantly. Wouldn't you agree? And how will they do that? I can't retire until I'm 67 to get full benefits, which is, I think, like $2,600 or something like that, which is probably going to be nothing at this rate. Well, the last rate when they showed it to me, you know, they stopped doing that. Now they don't show you anymore. They say they're trying to save money, just like they're saying they're trying to save money by not having the White House open, and Obama goes on these extravagant vacations once a month.
In other news tonight, President Obama continuing his Florida vacation and hitting the links with golf royalty.
Biden's spending all this money, and I'm not bashing these Democrats. It's just a fact. They're spending all of our money, and meanwhile, they're holding the people hostage. They made the IRS checks late for the refunds. That hurts a lot of people. But that's why they do it. And they want to show you that these are the problems, and look what you've done. You know, they're blaming the Republicans. It's Hegelian dialectic once again. You know, they caused the problem, and then they blame it on the Republicans, and they take the heat. And really, honestly, I mean, the Republicans and Democrats are equally to blame. Right now, we have this sequester bullshit. We have a rising debt that will never be paid off. We have unfunded liabilities to the tune of $220 trillion. We have the London Rothschild banks, basically, and the influence of the Kuhn and Loeb. I did a whole another expose on that again recently. Who these corporations are, and the Warburgs and of Germany and everyone else involved in controlling the money supply of the United States. They're international bankers. They're not even Americans. The Rockefellers are in there, so they're Americans, okay. But they're internationalists, and they are enslaving us and changing the money supply, creating deflation every time that inflation. They actually expand the money supply when they want to have prosperity, and then they contract it. They cause depressions, recessions, and every dollar that they print is a dollar that has debt. So they love it. You know, keep printing. Yeah, you just keep raising the debt ceiling. Yeah, no problem. They just keep getting interest money. They figure it's never going to end, but we'll never get out of it. You can never pay off these. First of all, the unfunded liabilities are incredible. And then these $16 trillion or $17 trillion in debt. How do you pay this off? How do we do this? With more carbon taxes and everything that they take anyway. They increase the debt, then they take the tax money on top of it. So you see how enslaved we are. Because it's been proven, the Grace Commission, I did another report on that, proved that all the money goes to pay interest on the debt. So there's even more interest on the debt.
When President Reagan was elected, one of the first things that he did was appoint a blue ribbon panel of business people headed by Peter Grace, and is commonly referred to as the Grace Commission. And their job was to research all the various areas of the federal government and make a report. One of the quotes from the Grace Commission is, 100% of what is collected is absorbed solely by interest on the federal debt. All individual income tax revenues are gone before one nickel is spent on the services taxpayers expect from government.
Wake up, end the Federal Reserve. This is insane. We're just, you know, they're going to just take every ounce of wealth, put everybody into like a lower serfdom status. I mean, maybe not mud floors and stuff like that, but I mean, pretty close to it. where the average American is going to, you know, be on the government tit. And they're going to be responsible. They're going to have responsibility for the state. Stop Monsanto. Now, the Monsanto Protection Act is absolutely detrimental to farmers who want to fight against Monsanto's patent infringement lawsuits and those who want the preservation of organic crops against GM contamination and our export economy. And many other countries, of course, have adopted GM bans. Now, this Monsanto-driven rider is simply an industry ploy to continue to plant GM crops even when the court of law has found they were approved illegal. But that's what they're doing. That's exactly what it is. It's a rider that would prevent courts from halting illegally planted GM crops, even though they're illegal. Welcome to the New World Order. Keep fighting the good fight.